Watercooler.
Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know how the show goes. Hi, Chris Sox. I'm on Kick It With Them Boys. With me today in studio, Gary Smith.
What's up?
And also in studio, Mike Dawson.
Bienvenue.
Oh.
Someone
Gary,
just opened the garage
how
of my
long?
house.
How long have you been podcasting, my friend?
13 years.
It's been too long. Yeah, and what's going on with you keeping your phone alerts and your any alerts?
It's not
with
my
the volume up.
It's not my phone alerts, but some of my home alerts I like to have on.
Yeah, but you want them to make an audible noise during our podcast because of you doing that.
It's
because of somebody
specifically
walking near your driveway. I have not had the opportunity to introduce my friend all the way in Austin, Texas, Matt Fondelier. How does that make you feel, Gary?
I mean, no one walked anywhere near my home.
Matt, not
brother.
now. Matt, not now.
I'm sorry.
My
I'm
wife
gonna check
decided
something.
to open my
Checking
garage.
the internet.
So I think that your beef is with her. You want her number? It's 714.
Yes?
No.
It's not. It's not. It's not though.
I
It
don't
is.
remember.
Well, it's not though.
That's absolutely her area code.
Because your
That is.
wife
You're giving
is
away too
not
much.
in charge of the controls.
No, but if
of
she
the
opens the
computer.
door, then it comes through on my alerts.
Right.
Yeah, and it needs,
And
especially during a
we usually
podcast.
silence our alerts.
Literally
We can't
10
silence
seconds
our
into this
alerts.
podcast. 10
Don't we?
seconds
I know.
in.
You can't silence your alerts when you're running the drops, because then the drops will be silent.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can, but I'm
I
not
don't
going to
know.
back
I don't
down
know.
off
Don't
this
say
hill.
you
I'm not
I
sure I
can't.
buy that. I'm not sure I buy that tech talk.
Well,
Joe Corner.
See, I wasn't able to introduce Matt.
Tech Talk
Now
is our-
nobody knows who Matt is.
yeah.
Yep.
Everybody's going to hear his voice and they're going to be like, who the hell is that?
is this
Who
guy?
is that guy?
Are there 3 people
Who's
on
that
this podcast?
weird guy talking about food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miso soup? Who is this dude?
Right.
Yeah.
Every time you say miso soup, I always hear miso horny.
Anyway, all the way in Austin, Texas, Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt, do you know Dawson's horny? You should discuss this with him.
Let's do that for a different segment. What do you say?
Now I'm all mad. I'm bothered.
I don't know if I want
I'm,
that segment.
I'm hot and bothered.
Sorry, Matt. I'm not on the menu.
Speaking of hot and bothered,
That's good. That's good.
some things have been going on.
What?
There's been some stuff
There's
up,
been
Chris.
some shit. There's been some shit.
It's a weird time. Things are happening to everybody that's bad. Like 8 of my so did something else bad happen? Because
Yes,
like a bunch of
absolutely.
my friends have been in car accidents, fucking losing jobs,
Acid thrown at him.
acid while
in the
on
face?
stage at
Yeah.
a comedy show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
Dangerous
What happened?
times.
What happened?
I am in Scottsdale, Arizona.
No, you're not.
Timeline.
You're sitting on my left.
Timeline. Scottsdale, Arizona.
All right,
2
all right.
weekends
There we
ago.
go.
Yeah.
It'd be Dateline, but
Dateline.
continue.
Scottsdale, Arizona. 2 weeks ago. I'm at the Fairmont Princess. Beautiful resort.
The aforementioned dessert
Fantastic.
trip.
The dessert trip where I had the bomb, which you can hear about on our movie
You
night
had
at Rocky
dessert
Ford.
in the desert.
I had dessert in the yeah. People always ask me, "What do you want? If you could have anything you want in a desert island, what do you want?" And I always say,
Dessert.
"I want the letter S, so I can make it a desert island."
Yeah. There you go. Count it.
You're right.
And I
That is. You know, if
That's-
I had 3 wishes, my first would be that cigarettes are good for you. My second would be unlimited cigarettes. And I'd sit on my third. I think you just came up with
Yeah.
my third wish.
make it a desert island, baby.
Make it a dessert island.
That's always how I remember how to spell both of those words.
Yep.
Yeah, let's hike up to S'mores Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish for an S.
Take a trip down the Chocolate River.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You don't want, you don't want the Chocolate River?
The dangerous route. Very dangerous route.
Chocolate River and like
I'm not sure.
You don't want
Maybe-
what's wrong with the Chocolate River?
the leaves of the trees would be made of that shit that they make cakes out of. Fuck. Is it a cake? No, it's a tree, but yes, it's a cake.
Matt, you haven't been on the video this whole time. Emmy's going to add you.
Oh
Is the
man.
video recording? Is the audio recording? I didn't do any of that.
Emmy gives me a thumbs up. He's our video guy.
Video and
Yeah.
audio are both recording.
Matt, it's okay. You didn't
Fantastic.
say anything substantial yet, so we're okay.
I've been naked the entire time. and I'm so glad I put a
was
shirt back on.
uncomfortable.
Are you
Yes.
pantless?
He's Winnie the Pooh
Wait.
it today.
Yeah,
So
I
if you
just put a
guys-
shirt on. So
If you guys saw a chocolate river, you would not you would not think about diving in or
I'd have
tasting?
questions. I'd have questions about the source.
There's more concern.
Now, are we sure it's chocolate?
It's
would really be the
chocolate.
first
This is
priority.
a desert island. You think there's a shit river, Matt? Is that what you're
Let's
saying?
back up. Let's back up. We're on a
shit
hike.
river?
We're on a hike,
desert-
and they're
desert
On desert island. It's been established. We are on desert island.
We're certain that we're on desert island.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
The clouds
I guess-
are mallow, bro.
Yeah, we just summited the Malo Mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would dive in, but I could see myself like dipping an arm in there and then just kind of going to town on that.
I would be.
Yeah, the sand.
You'd
that's
eat your
graham
arm?
cracker crust.
I would be fine.
I'd dip my hand in that after then.
I'd be fine with desert island as long as I could get to the savory coast every now and then.
nice.
You know, because I'm
That's good.
gonna need some fucking steaks and stuff.
Well, you're gonna need something to keep you grounded.
right.
The savory coast.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a quit. They run a ferry,
Yeah.
you know, back and forth twice a day.
Everyone's talking about what records they'll bring in their desert island. No, I want some things to roast my marshmallows on.
Yeah.
I want some.
Well, you can get sticks.
Yeah, I want
but
some
what
sticks.
are they made of?
Yeah,
Candy
They're
canes.
not. Yeah.
those are pixie sticks.
Those
There
are
you
big. Ooh. On
Yes.
desert
Now,
island.
if
Pixie stick's not actually a stick.
True, it's just sugar.
Powder.
It's a sugar straw.
powder.
If the clouds are mallows, will the sun burn them?
Good.
Oh,
I want them
nice.
toasted.
Yeah, are they toasted clouds?
That's great.
See, you're making look Willy Wonka.
The rain can be like fresca.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah. What's
Sorry,
up?
Willy. What's up now?
Why do you have a beef with Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonky.
Why do you think I have a beef with Willy Wonka, Gary?
Probably because he treats his customers poorly.
Does he?
Ah, yes.
No, I think it's
He
because
did. He totally fucked with all of them badly. Go ahead.
sure.
But
No,
why,
I
Matt?
think I think Chris was a small child the first time he saw Willy Wonka, and there's a notable scene that takes place on a river not made of chocolate that is psychedelic and absolutely terrifying. And I think Chris has been scarred for life, and thus has taken his sweet revenge on Willy Wonka.
I'm just very surprised, relieved, curious why no Oompa Loompa jokes were made.
Because we're bigger than that.
You're bigger than bigger than that. Bigger than that.
Wow.
Regardless.
Subtle. Just
That's the
just
show,
slid
folks.
that
Thank
one
you
in.
for listening.
Where
Oh, applause.
All downhill
don't
from here.
clap.
Well,
that.
You know
Don't
what?
clap
That's not
about
a.
that.
That's a plum. That's a plum, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, where would Matt? If I gave you a round trip ticket, you can go to Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory or Chris's Dessert Island. Where would you go?
Or
I think
would you
that's
stay at the
easy.
Savory Coast at a nice Airbnb?
Why is that easy, Gary?
Because we know you well and you're a good-natured human being and you're unlikely to put us through some sort of physical or psychological torture.
Don't know me
and
that
we've
well.
seen Wonka's propensity for this.
Right. So that brings me to my next question. I would like to see the mortality rate on your desert island, your dessert island, because we know how many children have perished in Willy Wonka's ancient tomb, but I don't know what's hiding beneath that graham cracker sand.
Okay, Matt. So you get
Ooh,
my
nice.
you get my platinum
Or
ticket.
cheesecake crust?
Ooh, yes, you get my platinum ticket to Chris's Dessert Island.
That's pretty good.
You can bring 3 things. What are you
Okay.
bringing?
A steak.
Because what do you bring on a desert island?
I mean, probably a spoon.
You don't think we have spoons? The
We got
fuck?
spice.
Sweet. It's an island. I don't fucking know. A glass.
Get issued
spoon.
your own spife.
Matt's worried about
we'll
his.
give that to you. Like in the show Alone. They
I'm
do
going a
give
spoon,
people-
a plate, and a glass. That's all I need.
He's
Wow,
bringing
that's
tableware.
pretty good. He's bringing.
The fuck?
tableware. Not a
Dude, you can
plum.
bring
It's
any
like a
3 things you
fucking
want. You bring a
It'd be
tableware.
like it'd be like a cruel Twilight Zone episode where I'd wind up at the desert island and they'd be like, "You didn't bring utensils? Well, then you can't enjoy any of this."
While I do think that's a boring answer, I do like it better than like, I'm bringing my own 747 and a cruise liner and, you know,
Well-
$1 billion.
Well, can
I'm
you
bringing
imagine,
an
Matt?
interstate
Matt,
and a
imagine
TV.
this. You get my platinum ticket to Chris's Dessert Island. You bring your
Yeah.
spoon. You bring your plate.
Right.
You
a
bring
glass.
You bring your glass. You get over there, and Gary has brought his 747. He has brought his cruise liner ship,
He brought
Yeah,
a
you know what I'm
putt-
saying?
golf course.
and he brought.
I'll say, "Get the fuck out of here, bro! Why'd you bring all that? This
he
is
brought-
my island
He brought
now."
all that stuff, and now Gary is just living a life of luxury.
Right.
While you're just stuck there with your glass.
You're there with tableware.
That's what you did.
You're just chilling with. Well, I got
You
a
gotta
spoon.
think about Gary literally brought everything he needs
Yeah,
to survive,
exactly. A
to live
jet.
a life of luxury, to live a life of happiness.
He
Yeah.
can eat that jet for the next 20 years.
Yeah. How's your spoon?
Dude, you know what? When I'm fucking
Gary has
going
tons of
into the Jello waterfall, I'm glad I have it.
You're glad you have your spoon?
Yeah, dude.
Gary brought his own
go.
inflatable water slide.
I brought a city.
He brought a city.
Yep.
He brought Atlantis.
Yep.
Can I visit? Can I visit your city?
No, you
I don't
can't
know.
touch
You don't
any
have
Gary's
any.
stuff.
Well, I can't. It's
you
right
have
there.
Nothing
You have
to
nothing.
bargain
You
with.
have nothing to barter.
What are you gonna
Plate.
Hey,
Don't you
I'll
need
show
a
you my
plate?
plate.
Hey.
You're
No.
gonna hang with Spoon Kid? He could have brought anything
Exactly.
ever made on this entire planet in the entire history of civilization, and he
Chris,
brought the spoon.
I don't
While you
even think
enjoy
that-
your glass, I will just be dipping underneath the chocolate waterfall and just drinking it.
Yeah,
all natural.
Dawson gets it.
I'm not sure if Matt and I would ever actually
I can
interact.
cup my
because
hands
I'd be up
because
on the
look,
top
dude, I got a
deck.
cup. I got a cup right here.
Yeah, Gary has established that he is Kate Winslet, and you are Leonardo DiCaprio's buddy.
Oh, boy.
Not even Leo, because
Didn't
Leo
even
actually
make
got
it
to
on
go,
the boat.
Leo actually got to go up, but no, you're his friend who never got to go up. You're the one in the life vest who
You're
got shot by
Fabrizio.
Billy Zane.
Right.
Or whoever got shot.
Who let Billy Zane onto Desert Island?
Look, it doesn't matter.
How many people got platinum
He's
tickets
there.
for this experience?
He's just
I'm very
there.
generous, Matt. I'm very generous who comes to my island, and I give you the opportunity to bring anything you want and enjoy your fucking spoon.
I am
bro.
pretty stoked that Billy Zane is there, but Matt is certainly not going to bargain anything with Billy Zane because he's
least-
got nothing to offer. Now, Billy Zane and Gary,
Have
in
you
the
seen
meantime,
the spoon and plate?
They're digging each other because Billy Zane's like, "Hey, man, can I use your private
Wait.
jet?
Yeah, that's true.
Your
Look,
747.
they share common ground.
Sure,
But
buddy.
Matt is now saying,
Can I wear one of your wigs?"
Matt is now saying, "Have you seen my spoon?" Matt, sell me this spoon. Sell it to Gary right
Have
now.
you seen my spoon? You sound
Barter-
like the kid from Everybody
Yeah.
Loves
Gary?
Whatever.
Gary has just walked
about
out.
Mary.
Gary has just walked out of his sauna. One of 10 that he has on that particular deck.
Right?
yeah.
He's wearing his robe made out of chinchilla fur.
I'm with Gary here. I have no desire. What do I need to peddle to this man? He's fine on his boat. I still don't get why he's on the island
Well,
if he
one,
has
Matt,
a fucking
you're
boat.
naked.
Oh, I couldn't bring clothing? That had to be one of my
Matt,
three?
you're naked.
Oh my god.
Okay, you're cold.
clearly.
Barter explain the spoon. You were just about to sell the spoon off. How good is this spoon?
Now that I'm naked, I'm using the spoon as fucking armature for myself. So that's,
That's disgusting.
I'm not getting rid of
dude.
that now.
What are we doing here?
Are you using the cup as a cup?
Matt,
No, I'm using the cup to drink. I'm using the spoon as a cup.
you're drinking out you're eating off that spoon?
Are you?
Are you eating off that spoon?
Are you?
How are you enjoying this chocolate river?
Yeah.
I really wish I went to Willy Wonka Island and was murdered. Would have been a fate better than this.
If he got murdered, would he turn into candy?
Yeah, I think that's what happens,
Is that
right? You
the
turn into like
rule-
a
is that the laws
gobstopper.
of Desert Island? Because it would really suck for all the candy to have a dead body there decomposing. You should turn into candy.
Yeah, it's kind of like mulch. Like we're mulch, but for
Right,
candy.
candy
right?
mulch.
You become part of the
sugar
land.
Just become sugar.
Yes.
All right.
Is that like cotton candy? That's like candy mulch.
Candy, yeah, it would be cotton candy. That's right.
There you go.
That could be good.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, finally.
now that we've covered
Like-
that,
Yeah.
Look,
we can move on. But, top pressing issues. And Chris was about to say that somebody had something real bad happen.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking
you even
naked
say it?
and banned from Gary's cruise ship. Weren't you listening?
Yeah.
That was awful.
Matt couldn't get on this cruise ship liner.
Shit.
Yeah, Gary's cruise ship. By the way, I haven't even gotten to his plane.
Boom.
Gary could go wherever he wants. He has a plane.
That's what I'm saying. That's the hack. Like I'm on Desert Island until I don't want to be on
Yeah.
Desert Island.
He can go to the Savory Coast as often as he wants.
There is a flaw in your logic.
No,
there is no runway.
I converted the top deck of my cruise ship to be like one of those,
You're
aircraft
gonna,
carriers.
You're gonna land the
Correct.
7. You're gonna
That's
land to
correct,
take
Austin.
off
Do not
Top
question
gun.
it. Do not
747
question
on
it.
top of a canal.
I'm allowed to make up
You are
anything
not.
I want. I get one of those
Where is the
strings like they
pool?
have in Top Gun.
Where is the
Stop
pool
it.
on the cruise ship? Where is the
On
pool?
one of the lower decks. Come on, they have
A
pools
pool
on various
under-
decks.
Why do you need a
deck?
pool? There's a chocolate river.
You can't swim in the chocolate river. You can only drink it. That's why the fat kid got killed in Willy Wonka.
I think it was because Wonka doesn't have good safety procedures in place.
Yeah, he didn't have the lifesaver.
No, he definitely.
And
he
the
definitely
lifesaver,
went safety
lifesaver.
last. Yeah.
And by the way, always
He was a safety last guy.
you always get referred to the Oompa Loompas for medical care. Like Wonka's always supremely confident. Like the Oompa Loompas can take care of it. Like,
They have
"This
no
guy's not
background.
even a fucking doctor for
Is
fuck's
there-
sake.
Those
Is there a
Oompa Loompas
doctor
have
here?
no medical background.
We got Oompa
Yeah.
Why are they
Loompas.
accepting
I
this
saw
gig?
them dance. None of them was wearing a doctor's coat. Like
That's
what,
fantastic.
what do you
They
mean?
barely have mobility. Why are you trusting them
Oh
to
my
take
God.
care of you during a
Exactly.
medical
And the
emergency?
parents are always seem to be like, okay, well, I
Oh.
guess they got it. Let's
Wow.
go. Let's go to the Oompa Loompas.
How would you
What?
feel if Gary Jr.
One Oompa
He
Loompa
met his-
comes in with a stethoscope.
What if you're about to meet your pediatrician for Gary Jr. Gary Jr. sits up on that table, and you're waiting there because those waiting rooms take forever, right? You guys are just sitting there together, and then the door opens and an Oompa Loompa walks in,
And he goes, Oompa Loompa Doompa Dee Doo.
not even wearing a coat.
I am sorry, but you have AIDS.
Gary, answer the fucking question.
I'd probably kick at it.
Yeah, you would fight that Oompa Loompa. You kick the Oompa Loompa.
I didn't say kick it. I very specifically
at it.
said
Kick at it.
it.
Yeah, that was explicit that there's no implied that there's no contact.
Not necessarily
That's
going
not-
to
you
You make
strike.
the motion
No,
forward.
yeah.
I would
that
let
is-
them
that is a
know
no
I'm not
contact
cool
kick.
with this,
Yes.
and I do not want you
See?
coming
Yes,
any
he
closer.
did say the word at.
Yeah.
If he tries to press charges, you can explain you were brushing away a rock.
Yes.
Like that's what you mean by kicking
yeah,
at
that's
it.
the motion. That's the motion.
That's correct use of a
But
preposition.
regardless, Gary, you can do that. You know why? Because you have a 747 and you have a cruise ship
Exactly.
that's take you out of this island.
I'm still on the flaw now. If you say it's a seaplane, or if you say you have a chopper,
Matt is in the
Helicopter.
graham cracker crust beef.
then I could get down with that. But
Yeah.
I'm not buying 747 on Desert Island.
He's buying that I own a cruise ship.
Because there's
I'm fine with that.
there's no
That
runway.
checks out.
I converted the top to an aircraft carrier
Can't do it.
style, and it's got one of those big cables. I've seen
Yeah.
the
Then
movie.
why did you
It's
just
done,
bring an
yeah, the
aircraft
movie-
carrier?
Because that's not luxurious. I have to live on this thing.
They have malls in some of them.
They're malls.
Those are the cruise
they're
ships, not
actually
the
quite
aircraft
livable.
carriers.
You wouldn't have to pay for your own stuff. if it's your ship,
I have
right?
friends.
Does
who've,
Dawson think members of the Air Force are going to like Hermes on the inside of their aircraft carriers?
Dude, they got a McDonald's down there.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
They got
They
a
got a
Mickey
commissary and they got some stuff, but
They
that's
got
not
a
as-
Cinnabon.
I love how you guys are talking about this while Matt is trying to write SOS
They got
with
a
his
Regal
spoon
Theaters.
in the graham cracker crust.
Well, if he's writing with his spoon, then he's in trouble. He's unprotected.
By the way, check out the book Trees in Flight. Check out the book Trees in
Naked
Flight by
Matt,
T.R.
poor
Matson.
guy.
It's awesome.
Hey, Pixel Fun, you're listening, right?
He was a pilot.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was on the USS
Matt.
Nimitz.
You were
Which
living
was
desert
parked
island. Look, as Shay Fond
where I
Lake,
grew up.
our
So-
food expert,
Take that, Uncle Sam.
our food consultant, you are not living your best life on desert island.
That's true. You're not. But you, how's your? Hey, Matt. How's your spoon?
It's day 25. It's not going well here on the island.
Yeah, do a log.
Yeah, I really thought that the spoon was going to come in handy for eating, but it turns out they had spoons here. And after they removed my clothing, I was forced to use the spoon as a meager protection. The glass served me well for the first week, but
yeah.
again,
Should have went
proven to be
stainless steel, huh?
useless.
Yeah.
And then I found out that some of the guests were allowed to bring large recreational travel vehicles, such as a large cruise ship or a plane. At that point, I fractured the plate in half and attempted to slit my own throat, but that did not work.
Right.
I'm writing this letter in blood and slowly losing consciousness.
Oh no, this is
Wow.
a suicide
Yep.
note from Matt on the desert island.
Also, Gary, you can't land and take off a 747 from an aircraft carrier. It is physically impossible.
You don't know how big this carrier is.
It is impossible for this to happen.
This is a big carrier. I don't know.
It would have to be acreage.
You sure?
Lots of acres.
I didn't say it was one cruise ship.
Oh, yeah, it could be connected. He could have made the human
I
centipede
did the
of
human
cruise ships.
centipede of cruise ships.
Yes.
And I converted the top deck to a fucking aircraft carrier
Yeah,
style. Look
there's
into
plenty
it.
of runway, dude.
Look into it, Dawson.
Look into it, bro.
Read a book.
Read a freaking book.
Oh, I love it though. Hey, look, I like people who dream big.
It is interesting that I decided to bring the world's largest commercial plane when it's just me and Matt and maybe Billy Zane. I could have easily gotten a much smaller vehicle that would have been way more practical.
You could also gotten a pilot.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a bigger move that you have this plane, and there are only 3 guys on this island: you, Matt, and Billy Zane, and you are flying in and out of this, not inviting them.
Right.
You have plenty of room.
Billy Zane is there, by the way. I mean, that makes it.
Yeah, you have plenty of room to bring them on.
Yeah.
I look, that literally happened to me. We were
Literally.
in Sonoma.
Hey, weren't we in Scottsdale like 25
Sonoma.
minutes ago?
Oh yeah,
Did we ever finish that
we'll
story?
get there in a little bit. So I was in Sonoma with Adam. He was doing one of his vintage races, and
Right.
Jay Leno shows up, and we drove out there. I drove with remember Rob and Tom.
Yeah,
I
totally.
drove the dually. That's like a pickup truck
You guys ran into
with
Leno?
extra wheels. Yeah, Leno was there,
That's a good 6.5,
and
7 hour
Leno's
drive.
like, "Hey, I'll fly you guys home.
Yeah, I'll fly you guys home.
I'll fly you guys home." Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fly you guys home.
And it's me, Adam, and Matt Deandra. And
All right.
Leno
We'll
goes,
fly you guys home.
"Oh, I'll fly you guys home." And so we're about to go
Damn
with
distance.
Leno, and Leno goes, Jay Leno goes, actually, I only have 2 seats available.
Yeah, that's right. I heard about this.
So
no Zivaragi?
yeah, Sly was there too, but Leno has only 2 seats available to fly home from Sonoma to L.A. And the other, so one guy's gonna have to drive. Who is it? Lowest man on the totem pole? Me,
Right.
Chris. So I'm in the pickup truck. By the way, back seat of the pickup.
Lowest man on the totem pole. That's your words.
Yeah, you had to repeat it.
I know I'm a little late on the
Matt,
short
Matt,
joke. I'm a little late on
Matt,
it, but
it's,
come on.
He's naked with a spoon. He's desperate.
I'm desperate.
So Leno flies Adam and Matt on his private plane back to LA while I jump in the car with Rob and Tom. I'm in the back seat of this pickup truck, which doesn't recline because it's the back seat of the cab.
And isn't very comfortable.
Not very comfortable. And we have this, I don't know, 7 hour drive in front of us.
Right?
Yeah, it's a bench. It's
Could lie down.
Oh, there's dude. You know how much gear they bring to this thing? I am just.
Oh, you're crammed with
I'm
gear.
crammed.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
So I'm on. We're about 3 hours into this drive home. I'm bummed, but I'm with good company. Whatever.
3 hours from Sonoma, going south on the 5.
Where am I?
You started in 101.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
You're-
there's cows.
You're gonna
There's
cut
cows.
over. You've just made the transition 580 east
Yeah.
to get on the 5.
DOS Quest right here.
You're at about about the first major stop
Yeah.
down the 5.
Okay. So
out
I'm
of the
driving
Bay
there.
Area south.
Matt, by the way, Matt Deandre has Wi-Fi on this plane,
Oh,
which
okay.
is risky, right? Because that costs a lot of money to do. Even I know certain private plane owners are like,
Patterson,
hey, don't
you're
sign on
at
to Wi-Fi.
Patterson Avenue.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
about
right at
Patterson
Patterson.
Avenue.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just passed Patterson,
Yep.
and I get a text from Matt, and he goes, "There's an extra seat on this plane."
That's okay. That makes me want to murder Matt.
Yeah, hey buddy, there's an extra seat on this plane, and it's just holding Jay's snacks. Jay needed a seat to hold his snacks, and it's literally just a basket
but
of
Jay
like
said it.
corn nuts and
Yeah.
chips. And then Matt took a picture of it and sent it to me.
That is a dick move. That's good. That's
It's a-
that's good
Of this
dicking.
this empty chair with like a little basket of single serve Doritos.
By the way, I would like it known the only person who did something wrong in the course of this story is Matt Deandre. If Jay Leno is paying for a private jet and wants
can
a
do whatever
seat
he
for
wants.
his fucking snacks, he deserves a seat for his snacks. That's fine.
Also,
Yeah.
Chris, your private jet hole, I believe, has been filled.
It has.
You know, I
jet
have
hole.
never been.
My jet hole is packed.
I have never been on a private jet. So
Here's the
I have
thing, though,
I have a gaping jet hole.
Dawson,
Oh God.
Dawson, continue to gape for the rest of your life because it doesn't fill the hole. It makes the hole wider, and it makes you understand.
You know,
We're just
what that-
stretching out the
that's-
jet hole.
I with you, and I know where you're coming from, but isn't that rich?
Yeah.
The person who has done it
Yeah.
says, "Oh no, you don't want to do it. It's just gonna make shit worse for you." No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go on a private jet and I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
It's not going to make
Yeah.
it worse.
Who do you
it's
think?
not going
Who
to
do you,
make it worse in that moment. But let me just pitch this to you, okay? Now I've done the private jet, and it's super fun. And while you're doing it, it's just amazing and it's great. And then shortly thereafter, I was told to go to England with Adam, and I was sitting middle row coach. Now, I'm kind of tall. So knowing through that whole flight that there is an option to go and do it the other way where I have a whole bed and I can lay down and stretch my legs out and do whatever, it just, it ruins commercial flying.
I understand that, but let's break it down a little bit more. We all love flying out of Burbank. Those of us who live in this area.
No, when I visited and didn't tell you guys, I flew out of Burbank.
Sometimes you have to go to LAX. Does it stop you from traveling? No. Does it make you appreciate Burbank more?
Right.
Absolutely.
And just leaves
it's
Dawson's.
the same thing with private jets on a bigger scale.
Right. So when you fly
I
out of
fucking hate and dread LAX.
Right. So even though you fly out of LAX or Burbank, you would still say your jet hole is,
My
yearning
jet hole
to
is
be
still,
filled.
It's still gaping, dude.
It's yearning to be filled.
Yeah.
Well, I know where it's going to get filled. Van Nuys.
That's the other thing is these assholes in Van Nuys.
That's really the place to get your jet hole filled.
That's the best place to get your jet hole filled.
For people who do not live in Los Angeles, right now the Van Nuys airport is under fire because people who live around the airport have decided that too many private jets are coming and going from Van Nuys.
Not literal fire.
Right. So, first of all, these are people who bought houses next to an airport. Those houses don't cost as much as the houses that are not in the flight path.
Sure.
So they're saying that they're going for this whole 1%er thing that
jet hole
1% are filling the air with toxins, and we want no more private jets. Basically, Karen is trying to shut down an airport right now because she bought a house in the flight path.
Right.
Dumbass.
Now, I'm just thinking of Matt on this desert island. He's naked, and he's seeing Gary on the 747.
What does Billy Zane
Dude,
think?
what is
Are
up?
we still doing this thing?
How is your
Billy
jet
Zane's
hole?
doing scenes for me in order to get on the plane.
Yeah. Matt wants his jet hole to be filled, too, on the island. That's all I'm hearing. All
This
right.
is all turning into your weird fantasy.
It's a
Wasn't
great
Matt's
day.
jet hole filled like 3 weeks ago when he came and didn't know it?
Maybe he may have had a little taste. Now, so I was in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I believe I was a Great
That's
Wolf
right,
Lodge.
dude. Yeah. All right.
And
We have not gotten to the first segment.
I am
It's
upset.
a great show.
I'm upset. Do you guys watch? So, anyway, we're there. We get there late. Our flight's delayed on the way out.
Right.
Because I don't know if you guys heard, there's a huge storm with a lot of grapple.
There was
Coming
no,
in.
I think that was actual snow, but yes, the grapple in SoCal.
A lot of grapple in SoCal. High winds.
High winds.
And
Hi, son.
planes getting delayed. Whatever. So our flight got 2.5 hours delayed.
You know why? Commercial.
It was commercial. I know.
If you'd
They're
filled that
filming a
private
commercial.
hole,
If I would have filled my jet hole,
if you could have filled
Yeah.
that private jet hole.
if I would have just stuffed my jet hole with some private flying, it would be
saying.
different. Now,
I had no game in high school. I always got delayed. It's true. True
Now
story.
there's just a lot to unpack with that, but I'm just gonna power through.
Yeah, Scottsdale.
So our flight's delayed. We get to the hotel on a Friday night at about 11:30.
That's too late.
Did you miss the Friday show?
No, this was.
You're in
just a
Scottsdale
little
with Jen.
vacay.
All right, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, with-
sorry. Go on.
with the wifey. So
Right.
I
Who?
Jenny,
Your wife.
the wife. So we get
I
in.
think once he did it in his vows, he's kind
I
of
retired.
covered
I
for
retired.
forever.
So they have one of those TVs with the swivel mounts
Sure.
that just like extend all the way, and you could turn it 90 degrees.
We're all-
Ooh, la-di
I
da.
know. Matt with his spoon naked. Ooh, your swivel mount.
Should have brought a swizzle-mounted TV. God damn it.
Ooh, he's holding a
Oh.
glass. Okay, buddy.
Did you lift your pinky when you
Bragging.
swiveled your television?
Matt, this is why Gary doesn't take you on his flights off the island.
That's true.
This is why no one takes me anywhere.
Except to California.
And
We don't talk about that.
and it's already really late. And Jen, I'm like, and you can connect to Netflix on the TV. By the way,
I don't like that.
why?
I don't like.
Because they get your info.
Yeah, I don't want to sign in to your. What are you doing?
I'm high with that. I'll bring my little Roku box.
I'm all right with that. I'll bring my Apple TV.
You bring your Apple TV places
everywhere.
But I won't.
What?
Yeah, I won't log in.
Neither will I. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't even know the fucking password. But
I do,
even if
but
I
I don't wanna
did,
give it to them.
I'm not. You know.
Yeah, no.
Well, I give it away.
No, I bring the Apple TV everywhere. It's the biggest game changer ever.
Yeah.
I used to bring my PlayStation around.
Yeah?
When I would travel with Adam,
That's pretty tight.
and yeah, Jen loved it because she's like, oh, I know I don't have to worry about you doing anything.
Yeah.
You're bringing your PlayStation.
You're gonna be on Game Theft. You're gonna be on Grand Theft Auto. I can just do whatever. You're not.
Yeah, her friends are like, aren't you worried? You travel so much.
No, all he wears is Jeremiah Weed shirts, and he takes his PS4 everywhere.
That's
I'm in no danger.
That's the conversation she has. Anyway, so I log into my Netflix, and there's this show called You.
I'm familiar.
Y-O-U.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Never watched it. I've seen, and there's a lot of talk about it, and it's on my maybe list.
It's
so
it's a very popular show. It stars Penn Badgley.
It's based on a
great
book.
on Easy
Oh,
A.
Penn Badgley?
Penn
Oh my
Badgley?
God.
Penn's in it. The
He's
Badge
like
Man.
Brixton.
Yeah. So he's in it. It's a very scandalous show. He's an anti-hero, and you hear his inner monologue in between each of his lines, which is kind of weird.
Is
But
he
anyway,
a bigger anti-hero than Tony Soprano?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to watch this show.
So
I don't know if you're gonna love it. The first season you're gonna like, and then after that, it starts to get dicey. It's based on a book that the ladies from For Crying Out Loud found long ago, like 5 years before this was a TV show. So I've been familiar with this story for a while, and the first season stays very true to the book and is great.
and then they go ham after that.
I trust Gary on this, and I'll tell you why. When I was watching Ray Donovan, I said on this show that is the greatest fucking show, and then Gary goes, "Yeah, you'll get to a point where." And I got to that point, and I still have not. I got 3 episodes into that shit, and I'm like, no, it completely fucking destroyed itself.
You and I have watched the exact same number of fucking Ray Donovans.
Yeah. I will watch season 1 of You, and then I'll.
You can try season 2 if you're really enjoying it, but I haven't even watched.
It gets pretty dicey. Well, literally. So I've only seen the first season.
Wait, I mean literally, like they throw dice?
No,
yes,
like he
it
starts
gets
dicing
dicey.
people up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not interested.
I know Matt wants Matt wants some Yahtzee.
I want episode 4 to be someone trapped in a corner and then pull out
And then
several
have to
die
play.
from their
Yeah.
pocket.
Well, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? I haven't seen. So
Well,
I've
if
only
it's
seen
lucky.
season
Getting
one.
dicey.
I'll use.
And I think they're on
player's
season
privilege
4 now.
They are.
And use your lucky
So
dice.
and Jen's been watching it.
Yeah.
And it's a really popular show.
Mm-hmm.
And so she turns it on. She's like, because I'm already tired. It's super late. I'm like, I'm just going to pass out. Why don't you go watch your show? Go watch your stories.
Yeah.
And I'll go to sleep. Watch your stories, baby.
Right.
And she turns on You. And the season 4
She turned on him?
she turns on the show You. And season 4 just started. So she clicks the season 4 beginning and it goes last time on You. I'm up for this. I'm watching this. So I'll get caught up. My God,
Yeah.
this is it's just insanity. Pure, like you couldn't even, it felt like they made the story up with Mad Libs. Like just like, what's just make all the craziest shit you could happen within the span of 3 seasons and let's do it. And then at the end, spoiler alert,
20-sided die.
20-sided die.
Right, boom.
No, he severs his own toes with like a butcher knife, and it shows it. By the way, it's showing all these different killings. It's showing all this stuff, and it's not. This is the last time on You. You should censor this stuff. Just imply that it happened. It's a reminder. You don't need to show me a guy's toes getting fucking cut off.
I agree, and I don't think there was any forethought into the guy cutting off his own toes because
There's no
how
balance.
does he balance?
There's no balance. Oh, you don't think I brought this up? I'm like watching
would
him
anyone
walk
do
after
this?
that. I'm like, now I'm taken out of it.
See, Dawson, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There's no shenanigans like this in season 1.
All right, sweet.
Nor 2.
Sweet.
2 is actually okay too. 2 is interesting to watch because in season 2, Chris D'Elia plays what it turns out to be is
You're going
Chris
here,
D'Elia.
huh? You're going here, huh?
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what he did or didn't do, but he plays a character that is creepy, and then a few months after that season came out, a bunch of people came out and alleged that he did exactly what the character did to them. I have no fucking idea if that's true.
Nah, he was on the show. He explained it all.
Yeah, I thought
he got railroaded.
I thought his appearance on this show was very good. I think Chris is funny.
I mean, look,
no idea
none of us are fucking angels. If look.
I'm a little better than that.
What did he do? What did Chris D'Elia possibly do? At the worst,
there's a documentary that came
saw
out.
He saw some girls who were gonna be overage.
Oh, what have we done here?
He said one day.
Look what you did, Garrett.
My bad. Don't watch season 3 and 4.
It's comedy.
Now,
it didn't work.
so
Stop.
I'm about to fall asleep, and look, we all know my feelings about hand trauma,
and foot trauma.
Yep.
digits getting severed.
Yeah. No
severed digis.
These are some sevy digis.
Some sevy digis.
Yes. And I saw it happen. And I'm just thinking, you don't need to show it. Imply it. All these last time on Game of Thrones, last time on you, like it's just remind me what happened. You don't need to show me because now I'm grossed out and I don't want to watch this season, and I haven't.
Nor should you.
Nor should I. But anyway, that's the show You, and that ruined my Scottsdale trip.
No, really, that's what ruined it.
Among other things.
That's yeah. I thought we were talking about like we started this with like the bad shit. There's a bad moon rising, you know?
No.
It's a Badgley moon rising.
There's an Andre rising.
I saw that and I thought, what the heck? And yeah, and I didn't want to watch the season. I went right to bed. All right, let's get into some comments.
It's about fucking time.
They just said it in the song. Now it's time.
Now it's time.
It's right there in the thing.
All right, so was it the Patreon episode we were talking about Indian guides, or was it this one? Well, we were talking about Boy Scouts.
I think it was Patreon.
And then,
I don't remember.
And then Gary was a part of the Indian guides. I think he headed that whole section back at his hometown, and he encouraged everybody to wear like the headbands with the feathers,
right,
and sleep in teepees.
Yep.
And,
None of this is accurate.
Yeah, I remember that.
None of this is accurate. I encourage you.
Well,
to
the
go to
dad
Patreon.
had the headdress.
And like he insisted that they perform everything on actual Indian land.
Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? Yeah.
To hear what a pack of lies this is, please go to patreon.com/watercooler and subscribe because $5 is $5.
I mean, it's fuzzy memory, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Okay, so anyway, Jim Blake writes. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to join our
they
Facebook
had the
group,
secret handshake where you fucking tickle the dude, that weird one.
Oh, the one where you use it. Oh my. Okay.
Whispering feather.
People. So that is creep, like doing the shaking hand and using your finger to kind of tickle the palm of the other guy. That was always weird. That
really
was never okay.
No,
it's never okay.
It's not okay. It's something you do to make someone feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's never okay.
And people did that.
When you do it as a joke.
People did, even as it's just like, really? That's how you want to introduce yourself to me?
I'm going to shake your hand like that from now on.
Hit him with a whispering
Be like,
feather.
what's up, dude? Yeah. Oh, that's good.
My God. Well, anyway, if you want to join our group,
no flicking the bean.
You better know the secret handshake.
There's a secret handshake, the whispering feather, and you just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, we might let you in. My favorite place on the internet. So Jim Blake, he says, hey, he was in Indian Guides.
Yeah.
He says Indian Guides was good times. I was in Boy
Literally
Scouts.
dozens of us.
And Indian Guides was a lot more chill compared to Boy Scouts.
Yeah, it was less uptight. The dads.
That was
It seemed to me that Boy Scouts was for dads who wanted to take shit way too seriously and probably coach your baseball team and like micromanage your life. And Indian Guides was like dads who wanted to like go on a camp out and drink beer together and like.
I was gonna say,
you just described my dad in like fucking 3 sentences.
You're missing out on the critical element because I also was part of the Indian Guides, and you're on the right track, Gary.
I'm
because
sure some of them were smoking weed as well.
I was just gonna say the dads that are the Indian Guides, they're more interested in the peace pipe.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah,
Fucking
Yours
brilliant.
was better. Yours was better.
Yeah, dude. I was a Cub Scout, never a Boy Scout, but a Cub Scout, and we had our Pinewood Derby.
Oh yeah.
Where you get the box of the car, you got to shape it. Fucking fastest car fucking wins. My dad built my car.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't fucking care. My dad built my car, and he drilled a fucking hole in the bottom of it, and he fucking put washers in it.
Yeah.
And added like
Classic.
fucking ounces of weight.
Classic.
And
Cheating.
my
He
car
cheated.
won. He totally fucking
You're
cheated.
John
But
Candy
there's
in
actually,
Cool Runnings.
He didn't cheat. He didn't cheat. The rules did not say you could
can't
not
put
do
weight
this.
in your car.
Isn't that the whole plot of Cool Runnings?
Yes, that's the whole reason why John
Is that-
Candy was
I've never seen
sent
it.
off to
John
Jamaica.
Candy was banished from U.S. bobsledding because he put weights in the bobsled.
Sean
Yeah.
Dawson is calling me. Should I answer it? He listens to this show. Should we get a critique from Sean Dawson really quick?
No, I feel bad about myself already.
Yeah, we're good. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah,
I know
no,
you're
the-
listening.
The Indian Guides
If he
thing-
wants to comment, he should go to our Facebook group.
Matt, the Indian Guides thing to me, you can confirm or deny. I always sort of felt like the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts dads, they were the one driving behind it. And we're like, let's go do this. And the Indian Guides dads were shouted at by their wives, like, go take the kid and do something that is not in the house.
Put this headband on and get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here-
And the
On the
dads-
other hand, mothers were very involved with Cub Scouts.
Right. Yeah, see, it wasn't like that in Indian Guides.
Yeah.
Indian Princesses was also the girl, for if you had a girl, but it was still the dads. you
I
know?
get it. I get it. You guys didn't believe in God or Jesus Christ.
Right.
Or maybe we believed in multiple gods.
Yeah, no, pagan
Rain God.
holiday. Absolutely.
Just saying.
Yeah. Everybody dance now. So Jim says, yeah, I remember we did things like catch a fish, you get a feather, and then every 10 feathers you level up.
Level up, bro.
Yeah, so he was an Indian guy. So
Yeah.
Jim,
Good job.
dude, glad we could relate.
I believe it was called the tribe. Our tribe was not big on the whole like doing the things. It was more about like the campouts and
Is Gary
dads.
allowed to start any
Dad's
sentence
drinking
with?
beers and smoking weed,
Yeah.
sending all the kids to bed.
Is Gary allowed to start any sentence with our
That's
tribe?
Awesome. That's
No,
awesome.
No, he's
Okay.
not. Also, I do distinctly
We had
remember,
in Cub Scouts. We had packs and dens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why we had tribes.
Okay, so talk about your tribe, Gary.
Can't. Won't.
Come on, tell us about it.
Can't make me.
So our tribe, we were watching Crystalia. All right, so Los Angeles, by the way.
Yeah,
You wrote
buddy.
in.
I did.
And
Commented last
dude,
night.
Dos,
What?
you know how I could tell you've been drinking?
I've
yes.
got like 3 answers.
It's nighttime.
What are
There's
the
a
tells?
lot.
What are the tells?
Fast food is usually a good one.
Fast
If he comes
food?
in with
That's
a
the day out.
lot.
That's a hangover.
A lot of fast food.
That's
He
a
comes
hangover.
in. Okay.
Usually, if he unexpectedly, like for instance on this show, I noticed well before we started, he had a White Claw in his hand. That's not normal. That's usually
He's
something
drinking right now as we
something
speak.
that's a balancer. A lot of
Right.
times, Dawson.
He's trying to
skips.
level out.
I'm trying to level out as I stated today when I found out there was a drinking contest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then the third one is if Dawson comes up to me
I
and goes.
know. Let's have a drinking contest.
The third tell is if Dawson comes up to me and goes, "You got any edibles?"
Ah.
That's
So-
the hangover. But
Yeah.
in the progress of drinking, how do
Yeah.
you know that I'm drinking?
See, I know
Oh,
Dawson.
tweeting. You tweeting?
Dawson tweets pictures of a screen
Of his
past
iPod.
midnight, either of his
Yeah.
iPod or the TV he is
Dude,
watching.
I put on 80s MTV last night in the garage in the bar, which I just got a new bar. I'm
Craigslist
gonna have a
free.
huge yes.
Nice.
Picked it up this weekend. This one has footrests and a fucking sink
A sink That's pretty
and
tight.
drawers and cabinets. It is beat the fuck up, but you should have seen the bar that I currently have when I found that in an alley. It was way beat up more.
It's not. It's surprising how easy it is to pump something up 60 or 70% from where you start.
Absolutely.
Like it's like a
super
little bit
easy.
of you spend 3 hours on a Saturday. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, that looks really nice, actually.
Most of the wood can be replaced with pallet
Right.
material. It's super easy, super fun. But anyway, yeah. So I was drinking.
You tied one on
night.
last night.
I put on the 80s MTV, and
Sure.
I had a fucking run
I did that-
of the greatest music videos ever.
Maybe this is my version of it. Literally on Saturday, I put on 90s and 2000s MTV.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So I had like Britney Spears videos, Avril Lavigne,
Nice.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, no,
Smash
you got to
Mouth.
go back. You got to go back to your 12-year-old self.
Right. That's just hit,
Exactly.
hit those member berries hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dewey Smith writes, "Hey, I'm late to the party, but the Hooters in the Portland area failed miserably, probably because they were close to strip clubs with better food."
Portland is infamous for the strip clubs with good food, right?
Yeah, there's a strip club there called...
It makes
Good call.
sense.
Good call. You don't remember. That's very
makes
smart.
sense.
Way to play it.
I don't.
No, way to play it, bro. No, I like it. Gary Talks fucking certifies this. You don't remember because it was so long ago.
No, I do remember. It's called El Diablo. Matt, you remember? You went with me.
El Diablo. Give me more context. Sorry,
Portland
I left the room
strip
for a
club.
second. Oh my goodness. Hello. Yeah, I do remember that.
terribleness.
Yeah.
I do remember that actually.
It was a-
Actually, I could tell a very interesting story about
please.
that.
We'll be
Which is, if I'm not mistaken, there was a line to get into this place, and we were kind of outside waiting to get in.
This is a Kroll Drinks.
Yeah, Coral Drinks.
Bar
And
crawl.
there was, I think she must have been a friend of a fan. And she was being very flirtatious with me, which is fine. Can't blame her. Can't blame her.
Who
but
could?
while we're all standing in
got
line,
eyes.
she's got, exactly. While we're in line to get in, she
I already know the
says,
ending. Yeah. Go
she
ahead.
goes, you should cut the line. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, you just tell him that you know Adam Carolla. Like, let's just go. Let's just go. Get everyone to the front of the line. I was
Yeah,
like,
that just gets you
you are
anywhere.
What
fucking
world is that going
Exactly.
on? What are
Exactly.
you talking about?
Oh my god! And I mean, I was just such a. I had to try to like drunkenly explain to this very drunk girl that there was absolutely no way that I would ever do that ever.
That's terrible
I
advice.
would love to add
Yeah.
on to this story, and this is totally in the same vein. The first time the Carolla show on KLSX went and did shows in Las Vegas. Went out there, and the Spearmint Rhino was a sponsor of KLSX. They were an advertiser. So there were Spearmint Rhino girls doing our live Adam Carolla shows. Now we're talking a 4-hour radio show. Take out commercial breaks. You got like 3 hours of content. That's what our live shows were. Fucking 3 hours in Vegas, fucking wasted. Spearmint Rhino sent out a bunch of girls. Spearmint Rhino girl is just eye fucking me all night.
Sure. She has eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like she's cute and hot and whatever. I don't know much. I don't know much about strip clubs or whatever. So anyway, I had to stay and clean all my shit up. But
Better when you
I
get
think
napped.
I think I gave her like a hat or something just to solidify the connection, because I'm like, I think I'm getting laid. I'm gonna fuck a stripper tonight. That's what I'm thinking. And I give her like a hat and say, maybe I'll see you later. Thanks for enjoying the show.
Strippers love hats.
I don't know what the fuck. I gave her a CD or something. There was something that I just fucking gave to her, transactional. Anyway, fast forward.
Strippers do like
I finally
transactional.
break everything down and I go to the whatever the fucking strip club was where
Spearmint Rhino.
the official Adam Carolla show after party is at. Adam is there. The whole crew is there. I walk in the door and that girl is right there. She sees me. She grabs me at the door and fucking takes me into a back room.
Oh, this is real.
Boner time.
Yeah.
And this is the second or third time I've ever been to a strip club in my life.
Okay.
And I've only been to one strip club since, and it was at a Adam Carolla show thing.
Right.
So this, like, strip clubs are not my fucking thing. But anyone who, if they are your thing, you'll see where I went wrong. Anyway, she leads me in the back room, and I am wasted. And she is dancing all over me and touching me and getting completely fucking naked, and we're making out and like
Wow.
fucking it's so I'm essentially I was so drunk I wouldn't have been able to perform. But
So it wasn't.
boner time. But she was with me for like she did this for like 2 hours.
Right.
And finally, at the end, when she says, I'm done, she's like, so that's going to be $800.
Oh, no.
And I go, what?
That wasn't off the. That
What
was just the good of
fuck
your
are you
heart
talking
there,
about?
miss.
Now,
I'm
was
not
that
giving
considering?
I'm not giving you $800. I say this, I'm not giving you $800.
I mean, the hat is worth $500 alone.
Right. I gave you a fucking hat. So here's where this ends up. This ends up with me by the cash register of the strip club with 3 MMA guys surrounding me and the stripper fucking seriously pissed that I'm not going to give her $800 and she just wasted her whole night on me. And I say this. I say, I work for Adam Carolla, and the biggest MMA guy lightly puts his hand on my shoulder and he goes, I'm not really sure you want to be saying that. And all of a sudden, reality fucking sunk into me like that guy who cleans drains on TikTok.
Yeah.
It just goes, shoo, and I'm like, here I am at a strip club. I'm about to make a complete fucking ass out of myself, pay the bill, and get the fuck out of there and learn a lesson. So he says to me, I don't think you want to be saying that. And I look at him and I go, should I give you my credit card? Yeah. Cashed out. That was my second time at a strip club.
Oh my God.
Damn.
And that's part of the reason. I also don't think you can't trust, like, you'll talk to a stripper and shit, but it's they're getting paid to be nice to you. So there's something seriously wrong with that.
Not when they're with you.
Right. Anyway, so
bit.
yeah, dude, that happened on that thing. I was about to talk about who I am and what I do.
Oh yeah, didn't work.
And the guy, he was so nice. He was so nice and so calm.
The ones
And
who
he's
know
like,
they can
I don't
kill
think you
you
want to be saying this.
usually are nice.
And I look at him and I see the genuine look in his eyes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I got you. I had to come to Jesus, unfortunately, through a come to the stripper.
Her name was Jesus?
Yes, her name was Jesusa. Her name was Azusa.
Well,
I will not be building on your story, Chris.
okay. Well, anyway, I hear that El Diablo has good food. All right. Well, those are comments, everybody.
Hey, we got there. There's outros on Patreon.
Oh yeah. We'll do some Shay. Speaking of
All
food.
right, let's do it.
Oh no.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say,
Hey, Matt.
What'd you do at a strip club?
Yeah. No, we're done with that kind of story.
It's a different kind of batter.
How do you guys feel about eating puss? You guys like it?
I can't. You're a ventriloquist, man.
That's how I do it. So on our last regular feed episode, we teased the idea of the batter's box or batter up, where we were going to attempt to not necessarily rank all the different batters, but in the spirit of the baseball season, create a lineup, a batter's lineup.
Where are the dice?
A potential team. So in our last Patreon episode, we kind of started to develop a team. I hadn't quite thought of 9 different batters, but thankfully, thanks to the boys, we were able to come up with 9 different batters.
I've seen a good suggestion that might replace one of our weaker ones. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've only seen the one that you texted me, which is I could bring it up at the end if you want.
Someone suggested funnel cake batter, which I don't know, might be better than fried chicken because I don't know if that's really a batter, but either way, this is your segment. Go for it.
That's very interesting. We do have room for a designated hitter on the team. You know, we're going to play in a different league. I don't know.
Jeez, dude.
All right, so I put a lot of thought into this, and you guys may recall
Too much.
I did play baseball as a little kid, as a little leaguer. So I much like the Indian Guides, I too was involved in a group activity, a slightly less racist one, I may add. So anyway, I thought a lot about what the potential batting order for the batter's box could be. You guys can comment here. Now we all know the leadoff batter it's really who you want to start out with. They're really responsible for getting the team off to a good foot. So
Pancakes.
I think you're
Off to a good foot.
Yeah.
great idea, Dawson. You took the words right out of my mouth. Obviously, pancake batter is the leadoff.
Matt, you are
you want to do it early.
Good job. All right, I will now be.
I love myself.
I
some
trust
pancakes.
you as the manager of this team.
Hey, Matt.
All right.
As long as Pancakes is stepping up to the plate first.
Yeah,
Can
that's
I-
who you want to start.
Can I admit something shameful?
Sure.
It was not until this past weekend, several days after we went over this, that our own Kalen Bean explained to me your joke with the pause meant pancake batter. I thought you were saying cake batter that you cook in a pan. I had not put it together, and Kalen explained it to me, and I felt so stupid.
Oh,
Well, it's my fault for
Yeah,
making
you
it
wouldn't-
Yeah,
making a
that's
stupid
pretty
enough
dumb,
joke.
Gary.
I'm real
I
dumb.
was confused.
I told you
it was such a big deal.
I told you it was a shameful admission. I did not feel smart when I
Yeah.
made this revelation.
All right, so your second batter, it's usually a contact hitter. You want somebody who can bunt. They could sacrifice a base runner. And I didn't know this, but a lot of managers want a left-hand batter for their second hand, and it has to do with like trying to set
Where
the
could
first
you
baseman off
possibly
or
go
something
with
like that.
Left-hand batter.
Well, I thought the next batter would be corn dog, because we all know you eat that left-handed.
All right, you love that. You
Everybody
love that.
does.
Yeah. Everybody loves corn dog is good.
Corn dog is the second batter. Chris, you're putting your head down.
Corn dog is good.
Chris,
So many questions.
are you
Well,
bowing?
first off,
Are you
how
bowing
do we
in
go, baby?
How
respect?
are we really ranking this? Or are we just putting them in an order?
This is a batting order.
It's an order. It's a batting order.
We're not ranking which is the best batter. Would that be cleanup?
For cleanup.
Probably.
Yeah. Batting 4 and then
So
and then
second
5
batter,
and
1?
6 are also very important.
We're just talking strategy here, Chris. All right. There's just a certain way to put the
Can we
puzzle
just
together.
fucking rank the things? What?
No, see, here's the thing with batting number 2, Chris. Batting number 2.
Sounds badass.
Batter number 2 is not as good as batter number 1, and certainly not as good.
Yeah. So
as
batter number
4.
1 should be second place. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like leadoff hitter is second place.
exactly, and that's why it's pancake batter.
This is veering into dangerous cheeseball territory.
No, it's all right.
It is.
Keep
Chris is
going, Matt.
trying to figure out what the order is that is reflected by the batting order, and we're going to devolve into madness.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice, Matt.
We don't have to.
Who's
We do
batting
not have
third?
to roll the dice. All right.
Who's
So the
batting
third
third?
batter. The third batter. Okay. This is generally the best all-around hitter on the team. Okay. They got a high batting average. They're not necessarily
Just
the
trying to load the
fastest.
plates. Let's just get on.
Right.
Let's get on the plate. Let's get
And
it
again,
in,
we're
baby.
talking about being loaded. We're talking about being fat.
Little bingo.
Naturally, this is solid. You can't go wrong. Third batter is cake.
All right, cake. Let's get a hit, cake.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'd be batting cake at this point, but whatever. Go on.
Now, the fourth one. This is the cleanup hitter.
I think
we talked about this. This
I
is
would-
the most important one.
I would bat tempura third.
See,
Really?
Tempura should have been
Yeah.
leadoff because
Yeah.
it's Japanese, and so is
Ooh.
Ichiro Suzuki, who is one of the greatest leadoff hitters.
Oh, I
of
didn't-
all time.
Exactly. No mo. No mo.
No mo,
know,
no mo,
no
no
mo.
mo, no
No
mo.
mo.
Hit the road, Jack.
This is actually a good point. This is a good time to bring this up because maybe I fucked up because I took both of our Japanese batters, and there's something wrong with me because I put them both toward the bottom of the lineup.
Oh, you.
And I didn't mean to, but
Me
the
too,
seventh,
so,
the
You're
seventh
not an
and the
Angels
eighth,
fan.
the seventh and the eighth batters, they're not as powerful as the earlier batters.
Yeah,
they
no,
don't have as
I-
high of a batting average.
I'm sorry, but I'm coming in and saying tempura is batting third. It's got it. I fight for that.
Tempura is delicious. It's light. It's
All
crispy.
right.
You could put any vegetable in it, and it tastes good.
Now we all know in our
This could
mind-
really throw off the whole vibe, though. I mean, where are we going to put cake batter? Are you suggesting that I put
I think
cake batter at the very end,
cake
like toward
batter's
the end?
batting like eighth, bro.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know
was
how I
thinking
feel
eight,
about
too.
that.
We all look. Trust me on this.
All
I was
right,
thinking
all right.
it's like a catcher.
All right, I'm making an adjustment here.
Like cake batter's a pitcher.
No. Don't. Let's not get into pitcher territory.
Right.
Let's not make this more confusing. All right. I will allow tempura to be the third batter.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Now we all know. Go ahead.
We all know the fourth.
Yeah,
because we all know it. We all know it.
Yeah, say
all know it.
say
You
the
say it.
say the
You
point
say
at the
it.
same time. Then, if you all know
Now,
it.
before we say it,
On
we're
three.
supposed to say the fourth batter. This is the anytime, the most important one. They're one of the best.
Okay,
They got the
same
most
time.
power. On
Same time.
three, it'll be 3, 2, 1, and then on the blank we say it. So
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Beer.
Batter.
Oh,
Well
we all
done,
do know it.
sir. Well done. All right, now we all know the third, the fourth, and the fifth. All those they're really
What
considered.
about the minor fall and the major lift?
I'm not sure I know what that means, but I'm gonna yes and it. I'm gonna power through
Sorry,
this.
that was just Cohen Loxamana.
Thank
Bravo.
you. Thank you.
Bravo.
All right, sorry, choking on my wine here. All right,
Get it out.
threw me off.
Get it out of
You
your
threw, you
system,
threw me
bro.
off. You threw me off.
Okay.
All right, so the third, the fourth, the fifth. We're now entering the heart of the team. This is the heart of the batting lineup. And what better batter to impact your heart than fried chicken?
Fried chicken batter. I'll go with that.
We're putting that at fifth.
All right.
Is that bad for your heart? I got to change my diet.
You better. But the sixth batter,
So do I. It's
the sixth batter is traditionally known as the RBI man, which we all know stands for runs brownied in. So
Get
obviously,
some ribbies.
number 6 is the brownie batter.
Brownied in.
Now we already mentioned it a little earlier.
That's something you do on Desert Island. You brownie in your runs.
ew.
Yeah,
Seventh-
don't combine brownies with runs. Now that I think about it.
Come on, Chris. We're
I'm
not
sorry.
on-
Did I do that?
we're not on
Oh yeah,
Desert
blame me.
Island
Gary's the
anymore.
one. Gary's the one that got all.
Come on,
He made
man.
a face. Sorry, audience.
You almost just fondleered this podcast. Bro.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
Thank you. So 7th up, we got to use our other Japanese batter, which is the panko. And then we've already discussed 8th is cake. And then the 9th, the one that you kind of put the pitcher, if you will, that's egg batter. And if we want to talk about a designated hitter,
See.
what
egg
are we talking
batter-
about, Gary?
Egg batter is a utility player, though. Egg batter should be batting 5th or 6th. Egg batter is anything, anytime. Dude, you want some French toast? Egg batter.
Oh, good call.
You
All
want,
right, well, here's the
you
thing.
want fried chicken? There's some egg batter in that shit.
It's part of it.
So egg batter, dude, egg batter's got to get up to 5. I can't believe you put it at 9th.
Hold on. Here's the thought, because I like what you're saying here. Do you feel like brownie batter is maybe the weakest?
I do.
Because
I think politically
then
we can't
I'm
say
willing. Oh, okay. Well, let's not bring that in.
Yeah. Gary's tribe thinks you shouldn't. You should be upset about that.
No, but I do think there maybe is some merit to what Dawson's saying because fried chicken can't be done without the egg batter.
It's a
So-
utility player. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
so-
he can steal a base. You need a base stolen? Let's get fucking egg batter
But here's
on
the thing.
first. We'll get him to second.
Here's the thing.
All right.
If all the batters, if I need a pitcher of batter, it would be egg batter.
I'm so
I
confused
think
by the
I think
word
we got
pitcher.
this. Let me just speed through this. This is a revised
Take
lineup.
your time. Go slower.
Yeah.
No.
Good time.
Oh, it's a great show.
We've already
I
taken.
got to soak it all in.
We've already been taking plenty of time talking about this, gentlemen. Allow me to sum this up. First up, again, this is the batting order. This is the price of admission. I can tell you're all really excited. First up,
I just don't know how price of admission applies, but okay, go ahead.
all right, and again, please just let me power through this. We don't need to comment on each one. We can save that for the Patreon
Stop
show.
interrupting. Got it.
Noted. Yeah.
I just want to sum it up. I just feel like we've
5 minutes ago it was, here's the list. You guys
Exactly.
can comment. Now it's like, I'm doing the list again.
Please
Shut
close.
the fuck
Please
up.
get
just
through
let
this
me
list.
let me go through it, and then if you have a general problem with it, then we can address it. You hear what I'm saying?
Do you think
Thank
there's just
you.
going to be one?
That would have been my military name, General Problem.
First up, pancake batter. Second, corn dog. Third, tempura. Fourth, beer. Fifth, fried chicken. 6 egg, 7 panko, 8 cake, 9 brownie. Sorry, Gary. And again, there's a designated hitter. All right, we can
call back to the joke.
we
Can ask about editing out.
And that's what's on the menu.
Yeah.
Good job, Matt. Good job.
That's a great fantasy batter team right there.
God,
Batter
I sent Matt a Patreon comment where somebody had like strong thoughts on this. I got it this morning. I just
Oh, I
screenshotted it
can't
and
wait
sent
to go over
Matt.
that
was
next
great.
week, next episode.
Yeah.
All right, well, that will do it for this episode of Watercooler. Why don't we go around now and get our plugs, and we'll GTFO and get ready for our Patreon show later this week. Gary, stop with you.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel for Reasonable Doubt, youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, support us on Patreon. If you like the crazy, dumb nonsense that we just did, Patreon is just, again, we do it again the next, few days later. So
Yeah.
there's really a lot more content out there. If you giggle along with this like we do, then I encourage you to check it out. It's a really fun place. We take it seriously. And
Yeah, if you
Patreon.
like this, you can get more of it. Matt, what about you?
Well, I'm a true crime writer in my off time doing this fabulous show, and one of the shows I work for, Sword and Scale
Is that what you tell?
Nightmares.
Sorry, before I'm sorry to step on your plug in mid title there. Sword and
That's all
Scale
right.
Nightmares. Is that what you tell people if people ask you what you do? Do you say you're a true crime writer, or do you say you're a water cooler podcaster?
I mean, honestly, I tell them I'm a true crime writer. I do.
You jerk.
It pays me more money. It's true.
You're not really a true crime writer, though.
Yeah,
You're
he is.
a true crime interpreter.
No, he writes it.
You didn't write
Okay.
it. It happened.
You're right. I'm not a journalist,
Yeah.
but I'm an entertainer.
Okay.
I think you should add food critic when people ask you. Just say you're a true
Oh.
crime writer and a food critic.
And a food critic. You're right. I could say that and actually get away with it for sure because it's true.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to step
Also,
on your
be
plug.
sure to let them know you're fluent in English.
Well, that's
helps.
debatable.
All right. So what's your plug?
So Sword and Scale Nightmares, one of the episodes I wrote is airing on Thursday.
Yes.
2 days. It's called Second Grave. So it would really mean a lot if you subscribe to the show, but it might also mean a lot if you downloaded and listened to my episode. So Sword and Scale Nightmares.
All right. Second
You said
grade.
second grave on Thursday.
Good job, dude.
That's right. Come down
Congrats, man.
Thursday.
Everybody subscribe. Even if you don't like true crime, just download it. It'll support Matt. So please.
That
please
is
do
true.
that.
But listen to it. It's a crazy story.
Yeah, but if it's too much, or there's hand trauma or toe trauma, I mean,
You can
know.
handle it. There's no limbs
Hey
cut
Matt,
off or
will
anything
you
like that.
will you sneak in like a word, like a specific word in your stories, and let's see if it gets said in these upcoming episodes?
I have a great idea. Grapple.
Yeah, if you can get the word
Oh,
grapple.
man.
You're going to have to find a story about an MMA fighter, and then at one point, instead of grapple, you just say grapple, and people probably don't even notice.
Yep.
Or
Well,
you
to
could
be
just
fair,
say
it's not
the
my
blood-
voice on the
the
podcast,
blood
so.
spattered along the edges of the wall as if grapple was falling from the California sky.
Nice. Wow, you should be a true crime interpreter.
No, I'm a water cooler podcaster, biatch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you biatch. I'm sorry. I'm
Wow.
drunk.
Well, that's
really-
cool. I've already been
really
downgraded
hard
from
on that.
writer to interpreter, so I'm already feeling like
Reproduce.
really
You're just
thinking
into
about all the
reproductions.
fucking work, all the hours I put into
Sorry, dude.
interpreting.
No.
Yeah,
But
no,
that'd
it
be
feels
kinda
good.
fun. Let's
Feels good.
let's find a
You
word
rewrote
that
it.
Matt could insert into one of his stories, and then we can all listen for it in the next one.
Packaged it.
So for the next one, Matt, I want you to use the word murder.
Okay, cool.
Let's see if we
You'll
can
know.
find
You'll
it.
know.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
And that's once again Sword and Scale Nightmares. Das, how about you?
This Thursday night, I'm getting back on stage to do some comedy.
Oh, snap.
I'm going to tell some fucking jokes.
I'm listening to a podcast that day, sorry.
My parents are going to be in the audience,
Too much going on
and
Thursday.
I'm going to have to address that.
Yeah.
So I'm working out some new stuff.
You can't do your strip club lap dance joke.
Yeah,
You should
you know, I was thinking
You
there are a few options. Like I can go out there and I go, hey, look, my mom and dad are here. So
Any
I
other Good
can't- I can't
Samaritans
do
out
any
there?
fucking dick jokes tonight.
No dick jokes.
You know,
you should talk
I can't, you know, and then say I can't, and then say all the things.
Oh, that's how you can do it. Yeah.
You should talk about
a million ideas. That's not what I'm going to do, though. I got other ideas.
Give it another swing, Matt. I want to hear
Matt,
it.
say something.
Three
I
strikes,
wanna
you're
know.
out.
Sorry.
Three
We're not,
strikes,
I will
you're
not
out.
play the outro music until you try it.
Say it.
I said, Dawson, you should talk about your gaping jet hole.
It's true. I actually should. I actually should.
You actually
Yeah,
should,
you know
because
what?
that's fucking
I have a
hilarious.
gaping jet hole.
And Dawson, you
You
should also
should.
talk about how Oompa Loompas are not medical professionals. You feel free to take
And
that
I should
one.
sing the song
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
because that's funny.
That is
parents-
funny.
That is funny,
I
right?
think it's
Parents will love that.
I did, by the way, stop to email myself those things. So
Good.
yeah, they're already getting into the set. But so I'm doing a show Thursday night, Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood. If you live in the San Fernando Valley and you listen to the show, I'm calling on you. Please come to this show. My parents are going to be there. And it would be fucking awesome if my parents thought I was a lot bigger than I am.
Oh, let's impress Dawson's parents,
You know?
everybody.
Like
Come
my
for
parents
that.
come here and fucking, I got maybe 30 people out to a show. And I'll introduce you to Dan and Mona Dawson. And it's not a free night, but I can get you free tickets. The link is at All My Shit, Los Angeles. At Los Angeles, free ticket league. Promo code is Dawson, all caps.
Perfect.
Dude.
Still a 2-drink minimum, so that sucks. But there is free parking.
I don't know. I
And
like
it's
2
super
drinks.
easy, and it's a great place. The thing I don't like about this place is they give you your 2 drinks together.
Same time. You better order extra
I
ice in
don't-
one of them.
I understand the science. I don't like the execution.
That would change the way I order.
Yeah, same.
That would really. I'd really have to think about what's best.
Oh my God, Matt's head would explode.
It'd be like,
Oh
why
my
don't
God, yeah.
you just get a fucking double Jameson at that point?
Right. Matt would hate that place. You want me to order 2 things at the same time, sir?
But I haven't
It's going to
finished.
be all
would
watered
totally hate
down
it.
by the time you get to the next one.
I haven't finished this drink and waited another 40 minutes before ordering my next one.
But anyway,
Or if you're
please
going to
come
pour
to
me
the
2
show.
drinks, I do not want the second one on the rocks. I want the second one in a
Neat.
glass with no rocks.
Yeah, that's the way to move. I think that's the way to do it. All right, and as for me, yeah, come to Dawson's show, subscribe to Matt's podcast, subscribe to Reasonable Doubt YouTube, support the other dudes on the show, and we will see you later this week for Patreon. We love it. Goodbye.
Whoa.